I know somebody named Wu.
Where we go? Where we say?
Wu-Tang. I know somebody named Wu. Okay, Wu.
It's short for Da-Wu, too.
Yeah. It's almost like, well, like who? Like Wu. Like an owl or something. Like who? Like, you know, what the fuck? Yeah, they coming at you like that. It's like they gang banging. They banging.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, they banging.
Wu-Tang.
He banging like that. He let you know who he is, first of all. And Tang, motherfucker. You know what Tang is? We get in your ass, motherfucker.
Oh!
That's what the Tang is.
Yo, so at the end of the day, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
No, they ain't. They let you know we were Tang in your ass.
Oh!
That whoop, whoop upside the head,
Ah!
motherfucker. They say whoop, but they put the whoop.
Right.
They put the P on the whoop.
Whoop. Upside your head.
That Tang, man, you better watch out for that Tang.
You better
man.
watch out, too.
Just cause it's orange. You see the orange.
Right.
That Tang is orange.
That's their color. Yeah.
That says orange. Like, look at your shirt.
Right.
Tang is orange.
Right.
That's a church color. That's church color.
Good God.
And Tang, motherfucker, like it's a drink. They can drink in church. But we gonna tang your motherfucking ass, motherfucker.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Yo, has there, in hip-hop, has there been a more iconic phrase that symbolizes a group, their attitude, don't step this way? Has there been another, a phrase that you've capitalized on? You capitalize on the whole energy that it creates. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, can punctuate anything in life. Anything. You can argue with your girl. Bitch, I'm leaving. Wow, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Yo, you can throw Wu-Tang on anything.
It's just that energy.
Wu-Tang.
That energy.
Wu-Tang, bitch, Wu-Tang. Like, I don't know if there's a phrase that can compete with that. And that's why this episode, watching that video montage of Wu-Tang together on stage, going bar for bar, energy for energy, going for fucking white girls after the show as much. Y'all do know white bitches be up on the white chicks. Yo, at a Wu concert, it's way more. I'm telling you, what you gonna get, you like, you know, it's gonna be.
What's the percentage?
I would say the percentage has to be Karen's, Becky's, or the percentage of Becky's that go to a Wu-Tang, and they don't get on the phone. I would say, I think it's a safe bet to say 40 or 50, 50%.
Who are they there to see?
Wu-Tang.
Well, which member specifically?
Nigga, they'll fuck with any of the woos. They can fuck with, because you know some woos is not really woos, right? It's always a woo nigga that's like, oh, niggas, you woo-woo? Like, which woo are you? This nigga say some shit like this, Supreme Allah son. You like, no, nigga. You his cousin. You was the roadie. Stop playing. You know?
You the barber.
Yeah, you the barber, but like, that's so crazy, because as black as Wu-Tang is, you know, their appeal. They appeal to everybody.
Oh, man.
Like kids, old people, young people.
Suburban white boys.
The Donald Trump niggas fuck with Wu-Tang.
Yeah, for sure.
Donald Trump niggas, them motherfuckers.
Racists,
yo, the
definitely.
racists fuck with Wu-Tang too.
Racist
Everybody knows
Wu-Tang.
I know they fuck with Wu-Tang, because when I ruined RZA's podcast, them motherfucking goddamn, them no mask motherfuckers was mad. And I know they was still Wu-Tang motherfuckers.
Hell yeah.
And that's why watching that montage, not only just watching the montage, and I'm gonna get to that, but watching that montage of a super group, the biggest group, I consider it to be the Grateful Dead of groups. So you can't even name too many groups, especially to be a group past 3 people. Nigga, that's a lot of people to feed.
Yeah.
One nigga fuck up, you just cutting into my shit. But to be able to, earlier watching that montage, and then if you notice, the studio is different.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I think that the show is going to evolve into something where we showcase not just comedy, but art. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be my man, a Candy Man on Instagram, this motherfucker Matthew, right? Matthew, like this motherfucker's eye. He's traveled the world shooting Lenny Kravitz, Stevie Wonder, Prince. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker Dave Chappelle, fucking Donnell Rawlings, right? I don't really make the role that much. I gotta ask for my pictures. My pictures only get posted. I'd be like, yo, man, you think you can give me that picture? Which one? The one with me and Lenny Kravitz? You know what I'm saying? The one with me and Chris Rock. You know? So what I wanted to do, because, you know, podcasting is an art form. Wouldn't you say that? Podcasting is an art form. So one of the things I want to showcase in the show is all types of art forms. So again, you see the studio. First off, we gotta do this. We gotta shout out the people that we don't make money from. That's how new our podcast is, nigga. We gotta shout you out and we didn't got no money. You know what I mean? We want to shout out that this is what you start your podcast. Shout out Canon. Bang, 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 bang. Canon's got his fucking cameras.
Yeah.
You know? Shout out to Tell It, distributor and maker of Black Ash. Not more importantly, shout out to the fans. Yo, do you know how it feels to go from, like, in 24 episodes to see your podcast evolve?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See it evolve from when you first started to do it.
Kate's living room.
Yeah, Kate's living room. I wasn't in there doing what a lot of people do in Kate's living room, but you know, to see it. Come on, son. She be getting them back shots in that room, son. What?
Couch.
Kate ain't fucking in the living room. Kate ain't fucking in the living room. Kate ain't fucking in the living room.
Come on.
I'm not saying, not a disrespect. What? She fucking in the living room.
No doubt, no doubt.
She fucks. But my point was to see something evolve from, like, basically just an idea off of a dare. I ain't gonna go crazy with this, whatever. But to see an idea at the beginning when we were always honest. You motherfuckers. You. We were always honest with you. We never lied to you. That one time did we lie. We told you we was gonna fuck up. Guess what we did? We fucked up. We told you that the sound would be fucked up sometimes.
But
guess
we got
what?
some great reviews.
I know, but I want to talk to them. I just want to talk to them.
Let them know. Let them know.
I don't want to talk to y'all. Like, we know, and we want to thank you for riding with us, going from I was petrified to read the comments to sometimes they're delightful. Whose phone is that? You get sued. You're not getting paid what you weren't going to get paid.
It's on silent.
You gotta pay for online
You know what? You're definitely not getting. If you thought you wasn't getting paid, you really not getting paid now. Like, we don't even fuck with you.
It's my laptop.
On a movie set, wouldn't that cost money?
Absolutely.
You know? So with that said, to the point where some of the comments are delightful, and also some of them are could be discouraging. But, you know, as you do with anything, after you've been doing something for a while, you check your analyticals, algorithms. What's that word?
Algorithms.
Yeah, you're going to be in charge of words, okay?
Yeah.
All right, just get ready for them. Algorithms.
Algorithms.
Yeah, whenever I get started talking crazy, so I'm like, give me the word, nigga. You know, they've been good. And I was afraid, but Derry suggested, he's like, yo, man, you should shout out some of the people that have been leaving comments. I was like, nigga, whose side you on?
No, reviews.
Yeah, reviews.
Yeah.
I didn't want no parts of somebody having a typewriter just.
We got 1,200 reviews on Apple Podcasts
After
right
3 months, how many subscribers? 36,000?
Yeah.
37,000?
38,000.
38,000. But it's growing.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, you focus on a lot of negative. But you said that on an Apple review. Apple is one of the platforms. What's the other platforms are we on?
We're on Google Play, Spotify,
Spotify,
everywhere you can get a podcast. So that reminds me, Donnell,
Hold
make
on.
sure
What we on?
we're on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcast, Dilbert's podcast platform.
Yo, you know what? Yo, son, you know what else we on?
What?
These nuts! Yo, I don't care what year it is, you can get a white dude with these nuts jokes. They never ready for these nuts. Never are they ready.
We're too literal.
Yo.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah.
So Donnell, if people are subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure that you guys subscribe to the Apple Podcast. It helps us out. Just
Yep.
double dip it. If you're listening on the audio, then go to the YouTube and subscribe. leave a comment, help us out, leave a thumbs up.
Before we're gonna
Get
do
that
that,
algorithm
before we're
popping.
gonna do that, because it's been a while, and the whole purpose of this show was I wanted to showcase an artist, right?
No
I
doubt.
want to showcase what they did, and nothing doper than showcasing somebody that you got a connection with through somebody else.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's my man's. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you got to do my man's show. I got you. I put you on. That's my man. So the guy I'm about to introduce who's responsible for these dope-ass pictures that we're going to get to, I met him through one of my manses. And his manses know I fucks with Wu-Tang. And his man fuck with Wu-Tang. So his mans fuck with Wu-Tang. So all the manses fuck with Wu-Tang. Anytime Wu-Tang come up, they let me know, like, Wu-Tang gonna be in town. You wanna go check this out, right? So one of my mans is a Wu-Tang nigga. Not Wu-Tang nigga. Nigga, but not in that way. Manses. And he was like, yo, my man's got some dope ass fucking art, man. If you ever want to showcase it on your show, I think it would be dope. And then he's got this t-shirt line, this hoodie lines, but the connection was Wu-Tang, right? And the guy that I'm about to introduce, he's been on tour with Wu-Tang when there was nothing to fuck with. He's had conversation with Woos, all the Woos, has different experiences with Woos. Some Woo he fuck with, some Woo he don't. Woo you or woo you not? And he's photographed, because you got to check him out for you, like, yo, that's my man's, but I don't know, this nigga got a website. Boom, he got a website. I'll go on his website. I think it's gonna be like 2 motherfuckers, right? The list of motherfuckers he's captured is fucking ridiculous. Denzel Washington. What am I making this up?
No, New Era. He shot the whole Oscars. Wanda Sykes. You directed major commercials and brand deals. That's amazing.
Give me some more names he's photographed.
Let's go.
You didn't do your homework?
I just listed
Go back to the beginning. The RZA.
so many.
The Jizza.
I mean, the
The whole dirty
Clippers.
bastard.
The list goes on and on. CNN.
All right,
Too late for that.
all right. You know what,
Easily.
son? I know this is
Ghostface
arrogant.
Killer.
I know this is a little arrogant. You don't want to talk about yourself. We don't want to talk about yourself. You know what I'm saying? But who? Kyle Christy. Is that your phone
That's
again?
on my phone.
Whose phone is that? That's your phone, son?
Oh, hell no.
All right,
Who's that?
Cal. What is that?
Somebody fucking up my intro.
It's your phone, Donnell.
All right, it's my phone.
It
One
must
of my
be.
fucking intro from Donnell Rawlings.
I
I hear it on the headphones.
Somebody fucking it up.
Hold on. Wait.
Whatever.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Take two, motherfucker.
Hold on.
Take
Nah, we ain't
two.
taking 2. We get this shit out of here.
Damn.
Sorry, Ghost. You ain't gonna cost us the money we ain't making. I wish you would get us a strike on the money we ain't making, nigga. Not today, Corona. All right. Since Javanta didn't do her homework to know
I
some of
just listed-
you got
No.
Okay,
I'm
tell me.
tired of you interrupting me.
Okay.
I listed 5 credible credits from him. I said Wanda Sykes.
Drop a
he
bomb
shot
on
the
that.
whole
Wait a minute.
Oscars.
What is all the energy for? Like what?
Because
What? Okay, go ahead.
I'm
Say
sick
it.
of it. I'm tired.
Just say his name. Introduce the guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes when you haven't worked with each other in like a while, people want to voice their opinion and someone has talked to them like, yo, the nigga never let you talk. When are you going to talk? I like him or whatever, but if he ain't going to let you hang up a poster, at least he can let you talk. And then you say to yourself, you know what? You're goddamn right. I need to talk more. So, Javanta, I want to take this opportunity to say that I'm sorry that I never let you talk. Okay, Javanta? I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
So what do you want to say?
I just want to introduce our amazingly talented guest, Kyle Christy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
What up?
Kyle Christy, before we get into it real quick, some of the people you photographed.
Let's see. The Yee-Tang Clan. No, I've worked with a lot of them.
Say their names, son.
Oh, really?
Names.
Oh,
Gotta do it.
Say the names,
Name
son.
drop.
All right. Let me come in hot. Will Smith.
Woo!
Chance the Rapper.
Shout out to Wait a minute, slow down. Shout out to Will Smith. I saw him perform comedy for the first time ever, and he ripped it. Who else?
Who else? Chance the Rapper. Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino.
Before he was even Childish Gambino.
What was he? Oldest Gambino? What he was? Premature
Donald
Gambino?
Just Donald.
Donald
Just
Glover?
Donald.
Fetus Gambino.
Niggas get too much money, they start changing their name. Shout out to Diddy Pitty and Puff Daddy. Who else, son?
John Legend, Alicia Keys, countless athletes, Clippers and the Rams here in LA, James Harden, athletes, musicians,
Everybody.
actors.
Everybody.
I'm old, man.
It's
I've been
okay.
in the game for a minute, so like, yes, the
You
list
capture
is
that.
long.
You capture that. You've captured those people. That's what I want to talk about.
Yeah, it's
like,
amazing.
When people see a person in whatever their chosen field is, they always ask the question, how did you start? Right? What was your inspiration? Before we get to the pictures, I know you got a story behind everything. What was your inspiration? What was the first time? You know, you want to know, Lenny Kravitz, when was the first time you ever picked up a guitar? When did you know that this was going to be your passion and what provided for you and your family? When was that time?
Wow. I'm not really sure I ever thought I was gonna make.
This nigga smoke weed and I don't might remember nothing. All right, go ahead, son. Yo, God damn, nigga don't remember
When's the
nothing.
last time you remember?
Well, when I was 9 years old, I honestly, I was a kid who I wasn't big on rules, and so I was a big fan of art and the idea that like I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Right.
No rules. And I had a couple teachers along the way that saw something special in me, and they said, well, the class project is this, but you go over there and do whatever the fuck you want, just make sure it's in on time.
Right.
And that freedom for me was special. The idea that there were no rules, there was no coloring book, no lines to color in, and so I really gravitated towards that. Like the free thinking of that. And then
Nothing is free on this show. You gotta get paid to think. Fuck free thinking. We need sponsors.
buy a candle, bitches.
Yeah. So go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
but no, I just came up and my mom bought me a camera when I was 12 years old. It was like
Film?
a film camera.
So you had to process it and all
It
that.
was a Canon too.
Okay.
So you started when you first you didn't start digital. Your shit started with putting the film in there and going to the dark room and all that type of
Were
shit.
there even digital cameras when you were?
No. When I was coming up, it was all film.
Yeah. it was all-
Damn.
And I used to love being in the dark room. You know, that used to be a
Pervert
special
ass
moment.
nigga, what you doing in the dark room?
I'm saying, there's like a red light.
Why do you? That's racist. Why it's got to be so much fun in the dark room? Who named it dark room? It could be the white room. Fucking
Because
racist
it's
ass.
a dark room, Donnell. That's how
Ain't no
the,
lights,
the,
bruh.
the photos process.
So the room don't never get white.
No, it's like dark and red.
Yeah.
I stand corrected. There was a bad time to use the race card. But then, I know. I'm sorry.
In your pocket for later.
But
We'll come up
okay,
with some shit.
since you went through that, because I'm a fucking dark room motherfucker. We used to shoot dice in the dark room though, son. We got ran out the dark room, nigga. I used to go up in there, them niggas steal my money. I turn the lights on, all the film is all fucked up, overexposed and shit.
Yeah.
I remember the smell. You can get addicted to that. What's that?
Yeah.
What is that for?
Fixer.
Should have known this nigga wasn't gonna know.
You're supposed to
How
go
I
to
know?
me. You're supposed to go to me. Fixer, developer.
Okay, all right,
Fixer,
okay,
developer.
All right, right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, anytime we introduce anybody, we got to let them know this is the guy, David Deary. He's a white guy, and you know him as yeah. He has the answers to everything. What's the name of that fucking smell that when you're in the dark room?
There's two, fixer and developer.
Right.
That's what you're smelling.
Fixer and developer.
Yeah.
Yes,
There's
right.
Yeah.
it's a three-step process. You put it in the developer first.
Yeah.
Then you put it in the fixer.
And there's
you
like
put
water
in water.
between. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was this some white connection I didn't know
This
about?
is a
Just-
white
it just happened?
connection. Yeah.
They
White
looked at each
dudes
other.
make
Javette, they didn't
pictures
even
in
look
the
at us.
dark.
They was like, these niggas don't know nothing about no fixer and developer. I knew it was a certain smell. So for you, this is an interesting
But you used
question.
to shoot dice in a dark room for
Yo,
real?
we
How the
used
fuck
to
did
show.
you know who won?
Yo, we had a little flashlight. We had a little flashlight,
Oh, you got a
nigga.
flashlight.
We had a little flashlight, bro. That's where
You gotta tell that's where.
that's where the whole Ashley Larry character. That was the origin of him. I used to shoot dice so much, my knees used to get scraped up and ashy, and my mother
That's
be like,
not the part that's amazing. The amazing part is where was the dark room?
"In the darkest place, nigga. What do you mean?"
Oh, you just mean in a dark space.
But
I
not
thought you
in
meant
a-
in
like
an
a-
actual photography dark room. I
Yeah,
thought
it
you
was in
meant a
vocational education. It was like one of my electives.
Okay.
You know, that was part of it.
Yeah.
Printing or camera, whatever. So
Right.
we used to be in there shooting dice, man. We wasn't trying to trip off no motherfucking. We was like, this nigga, what they hit for, nigga? The white dudes was over there like, come on, guys, please. Yo, they was look.
Hey, the project is due
The
in
white dudes
2
was,
hours.
The white dudes was doing their glasses like. They was all like, they shoots to see the shit go from blurry to clear, right? Niggas just saw the finished product. When is it gonna be ready, nigga?
That darkroom shit ain't easy, man. That's
No.
Oh, hell no, it's not.
Digital
So
photography.
my question, so like, and I know like how, like since you was of that time period, how tough was it to transition from a film camera to digital? Was you like, did you like, were you against it? Like a lot of DJs when they switched from Technique 1200s, they started doing all the whatever they use. Deary, you know the system
It's
they
called
use?
Serato.
Serato.
Shout out to my man, Sonny.
Nigga, come on, there's too much talking now.
Told you.
This
See?
nigga feel comfortable. He
Static
doing
from
shout
Philly. What's up, my boy?
See what I go through?
He grabbed his dick when he said that too, nigga. He said, "You see them reviews, nigga? Stop playing with me, son." Yo, you know what it is, son. That
Vibe Collective. What's up, y'all?
That motherfucker said Serato quick as a motherfucker. But when they made that, it was DJs that was mad as shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck that. It was roadies that was mad. They was like, nigga, who gonna carry the crates? Motherfuckers started rolling in with laptops.
Yep.
You know how many people lose
People
jobs?
out of work. Yep.
That is true.
Niggas used to have to rent U-Hauls to do a show, nigga. Yo, and you had to be like, and you had to do this, man. And the fucking old heads was fucking, they was like, we don't want to do that. Then they said, wait a minute, I can do the laptop. And they got, eventually, people always reject change.
Yeah.
Nobody want to see shit evolve. So how was it when you were one of those photographers that was like, fuck that, this is not it? Or did you just embrace it and say, I can still get funky with it?
Nah, I think it opened up a lot of freedom, right? Because in the film days, especially like when I was coming up, you'd be like, all right, well, every time I press this button, I'm one step closer to the end. And the shot that I really want is going to be like frame 37 when there was 36 frames on there.
Right.
And then, you know, so it really opened up a lot of freedom of like, yeah, you shoot the shit out of stuff, right? And like there's actually something that came from that called spray and pray, which is like for some photographers that really don't know what they're doing. They just
Spray and
fucking
pray, that sounds like an R. Kelly sequel. My mind's telling me no, but my spray
Is pray.
that motherfucker spray. What was it called?
Spray and pray.
spray and pray.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers
spray-
that don't know what they do, they just
Spray and pray?
They just shoot whatever the fuck.
Oh, that's
you know.
like this skate, 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 right?
It is. It's
Okay,
very,
all
it's,
right.
it's a,
Spray and pray. That
Spray
sound
and
like
pray.
that's unprotected right there, nigga. I ain't
it is.
spraying and spraying, nigga. so
But no, it was cool because now it just opened up it opened up more images, right? And more images is what it's about.
right.
There were definitely times when I'd be like, shit, I wish I could shoot more on this project, but I can't afford to process this film. So I'm gonna
Save you
stop
some
right
money.
here. Yeah. So
Right.
there were times when you had limitations based on that. And now with digital there's no limitations. So it's wonderful.
How was it how did you get the assignment to photograph Wu-Tang on stage and in some candid situations? How did that happen?
Man, it was in the works for a minute. It all started in 1988 in
wow.
Gaithersburg, Maryland.
Damn, you old, nigga. God damn. Yeah, shout out to the DMV, son. What you know about chicken
I
wings
was,
and
DMV.
buffalo sauce?
I was 2 years old.
Ain't nobody asked you how old you was.
Young ass, don't even-
You was 2 years old. R. Kelly was like, I'll take her.
Sign me up. Put her on the training program.
Young women always try to let you know how old they was when
Yeah.
you was already
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
You be like this, they be like, damn, nigga, you know, I just started walking this, so ain't nobody asked you. It's all fun and games until somebody gets pregnant.
Haters
Yeah.
gonna hate. Haters gonna hate.
It's always
You don't have to
that.
apologize for being
It's
young.
always I like them older niggas until someone gets pregnant. Dennis, you old ass nigga. Old head ass
I was
nigga.
2 years old when you were in high school. Okay.
Yep. So when
Yeah,
you
so it all started in DMV, Gaithersburg, Maryland.
Right.
In the 80s. I grew up with some of my brothers who I still kick it with today. Shout out to Yuri. Shout out to my boy Wood. And
that's not the question we asked you, nigga.
No, but it is. We're getting there. We're getting there.
How long you think you'll be on the show today?
It's an hour show. I'm trying to talk the whole.
That don't mean you're gonna be here the whole time, nigga. Damn.
All right, real quick.
Tory Lane's radio.
Tory Lane. Cut that motherfucker.
I'm just joking, son. That nigga got his legs crossed like he gonna be here forever, son.
Yo, I'm settling in.
Nah, I'm
Order
just
some
joking.
lunch.
How was it? How was it when you found? How did you find out that you were gonna have?
Yeah, so it came through my boy Wood.
Wood.
And you know Wood.
Pause.
So basically.
He a woo. He a woo.
Yeah, he's Dex guy. You know.
Which woo is he?
Well, he's Inspector Deck's sort of manager, handler.
How do you
hype
get into
man.
the woo? Like it seems like.
So he's woo-ish?
Yeah. How?
Yeah,
is
no,
is
he's like
woo-ish?
I mean, we live in LA, right?
Woo
So he's like
affiliate.
woo adjacent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo affiliate.
Yeah, no, he's woo. I mean, he's been 20 plus years. I mean, there's a brotherhood there.
Yeah,
for
I know
sure.
Wood. I know.
For sure,
In fact,
yeah,
I've
you know
had
Wood.
We've had conversations about did I really ruin the podcast or how RZA was feeling. So I already, and they do something every week. But this was so dope about Wu-Tang. They get in a conference call every week.
Woo Wednesdays.
Woo Wednesdays, and
Woo
like this
conference
is what
call
this
should
is-
be a podcast by itself.
Yo, this is
Can we
what
get a camera in that motherfucker, please?
this is my show, nigga. I'm just joking. This was so dope about the Woo. This was so dope about the Woo Wednesdays. 27 years they've been a group, right?
Yeah.
And to be able to get that many people with those different personalities to commit for, it sounds simple, but it's complex at the same time. To commit to every Wednesday, we're gonna do an update. What happens in this conversation? Just update what's going on with the whole. What's Woo?
I mean, I think in the last couple of years they talk a lot about touring and shows that they got coming up and celebrating and everything. But yeah, they talk about the business. Everybody chimes in.
Them niggas be talking about me behind my back.
I mean,
When last time you been around a Woo, nigga?
I
Them
can't really
niggas,
speak to
them
that,
Woo
but-
niggas, y'all be talking about me, Ghost. I thought we was good, son. Yo, Ghost, I let you live.
Uh-oh.
Ghost, I let you live. Yo, you came to me. You said, yo, D,
Look
we
at
want
your
you to be. Most wrong with my arms? They ain't wooey enough. What's up? Yo, you came to me. I let you live. Yo, check this out. Look. So, as you came to me, you said, ho. You said you wanted to be a member of in the Woo. And I told you we were gonna think about it. And then you went on the internet, you started talking shit. I let you live! Yo, you hear what they playing in the background? You hear that? So, you did your your tweet. I go to the internet and you deleted the tweet. You deleted the tweet. You hear that music in the background? That's slow ass music. That's slow music. That's the type of music. You hear that? That's the type of music Charlamagne the God like. You hear how soft that shit is? Oceans, you hear that? Ghost is he's real woo. He woo-e. You did these photos, right?
Yeah.
First off, this photo right here, this is all woo, right? This all woo.
That's it. That's the core. That's the real
Who the
woo.
woos?
Woo. We got mathematics.
The DJ, the nigga did the original goddamn logo.
Yeah, he's an artist too. He did the logo. A lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people do know that.
Yeah. Kappa, Ray, Meth,
I
Jizzle.
like this one.
What?
Oh, somebody got a favorite.
Show it. Show
Yeah,
which
of
one you like
course.
there?
Yeah.
But what
Yeah.
about that one over there?
Every
what about that
girl
one?
loves Meth.
Man.
No, everybody fucking Method Man. Everybody love Meth.
All the
I only
girls
know
love
1,
Meth.
2, and 3. That's it.
Three.
Goes.
Nah, go back, do it again one more time. You didn't point to somebody.
I actually had the pleasure. I won't cut you off.
You had the pleasure
No,
of what?
no, you had the
I
pleasure.
had the pleasure of performing at the BET Awards last year
Oh,
with
dope.
Mary J. Blige, and Method Man came out. And for all of our lady listeners, he is fine as
Man,
hell.
he aight,
He's
yo.
still fine.
The
Man,
ladies love
he
Meth.
aight. He aight. I know.
LL Cool
Yo,
Man.
let me tell you something. They do. I can't front, son.
He's the Becky Magnet, right?
He is a Becky
He's
Magnet.
the Becky
Fine.
Oh,
Magnet.
yeah.
Cause he be up in the gym. Meth swole as fuck.
Yo, Method Man,
So-
like, I know they argue. Like, if you had to argue, I know they argue. I
You
know
just
they,
bought it, motherfucker.
Listen. Let's focus, guys.
You
Focus.
can PayPal me.
Focus, right? Can we focus here?
How much is it?
It's $3,000.
So chaotic.
I got you at 2,500 though.
So chaotic. So Method Man got all the pussy. I know everybody got their shit off, but I'm pretty sure Method Man, when Method was like he showed him. That's real true. Like, I never give my pussy away and keep it tight. Alright. And I'ma walk these dogs so we can live. Yo, we get all of it. Yo, I'm telling you a funny story about that. The movie How High, years ago, this is so funny. Years ago, How High, when Method Man and Redman was fire, right? Yeah. They did a table read for How High, right? And I was a young actor coming up. And like one thing table reads do is they give you the opportunity to meet the directors and just kind of, you know what it is. You know, like table read, like you're not that role, but they be like, oh, they keep you in mind for something. And I don't know how I got this, but I was the I did table read. Oh, wow. I played Method Man's character, right? And Method Man and Redman, neither one of them was there. They was on the speakerphone, right? They around, they friends, they probably smoking weed, doing all type of shit. I'm in the room with all white people, right? And the speaker shit. So I got to read Method Man's part. And every line he had, I act like I was rapping. I act like I was, and it would be like this. And it'll be something like, like meet me
rhyme and shit. That's supposed to rhyme.
It'll be like, meet me at the store. Make sure you pick up some blah blah. And meet me at the store. Pick up blah blah. Yo, every time the nigga be taking this shit, and I'm in here taking a double, and it's real too. This shit like, yo, I was method on everything, right? And I just thought I was ripping, right? Redman petty ass, that nigga petty as shit. Son. After the table read was all over, he said, yo, who the fuck was that nigga that played Method Man, nigga? I was so hurt, son. I was so hurt when he said that. I love these niggas, son. I was like this, oh, now I gotta not fuck with Redman? I was like, man, I gotta not fuck with Redman, right? And then I swear I couldn't wait for the day for me to cross his path again. Because I know the nigga, I know he forgot. I know who didn't forget. Me, he was like, and I think this is the time I had returned to Ashley. He was like, what up, Ashley, Larry? I was like, nigga. Yo, I was like, all right, man. You know, you be like, I'm like, all right, man. I say, but you don't remember that? That was fucked up what you did, man. He was like, what? I was like, that was fucked up what you did. So I was like, nigga, I was so petty. I was like, nigga, ain't nobody said he was Method Man, right? I was like, I was just doing what I knew. He was like, oh, man, fuck that shit. But it was so funny, man. You couldn't tell me I was Method Man. And I'm telling you, in the I know everybody gonna say, I get pussy too. I know all that. But right off the top, and I know motherfucking Ghost. I know that nigga get bitches. I know he get bitches so hard. I was dating this bitch one time, Queen, right?
Thank you.
Queen.
Right, Queen, right? And she played Ghost all the time. Like when we was smashing, I'm like, nigga, I'm smashing by myself. I don't want to be in a room with nobody from the Woo. She loved that joint, so I know Ghost. Everybody get their shit, and I know motherfucker. I know RZA be getting it pop. Well, not everybody married now, but I know he getting it pop.
Well, before were you married while doing this, or what was your experience just having the association with Wu-Tang? Like, did you get pussy too?
I mean, I was definitely married when I was shooting all this.
Please don't ever ask a motherfucker a direct question like that. You
I got all stuttery and shit.
No,
I was
you
like,
can't say. Yo, Japan, you can't say like, you gotta say it like this. Did you partake in the festivities? You can't say.
Wait, you said you were married?
Oh,
You're not married anymore?
No, I am. No.
Oh, okay.
Currently married. Was married when
yeah.
I did this work.
Was married when, yeah.
Just a few years ago.
I was gonna say, if you're not married anymore, maybe it was because you were.
No. No, I mean, there's people around for sure from what I saw, but you know, I mean,
for this photo particularly, how hard was it to get them together?
It was incredibly hard.
Is this the first portrait of them as a group like this?
So this is the first portrait of them as a group all together standing in the same spot in like 10 years, because it's impossible to get the brothers together, right? Because it's just, if they're not at a show, you're not going to get them, and they don't do stuff like this at shows. So this was, the reason this went down was my boy Wood hit me and was like, we're shooting the last episode of the Showtime documentary.
Right.
And that's Showtime money. So guaranteed these dudes are showing up. We're gonna have the plans.
Them niggas show, yo, shout out to Wu-Tang. Them niggas show up for them checks.
They show up for that Showtime money.
Yo, let me tell you something. Yo, them niggas is about money.
Oh, no doubt.
Because me and Ghostface, we were talking about doing a project, right? And we was talking about doing the project, and this nigga was speaking to me in Woo. I couldn't translate, right?
It is
but
different.
I know he said get the bag at the end. He's like, yo, we get this, do the cartoon shit that I tell them niggas to give us the bag and we be good. I was like, I think we gotta write something down, right? But they talk money. Yo, Wu-Tang is, they like, I know they got their fans out there that love them, but they bought the money. So they showed up for the showtime. Right.
Yeah, so so it was guaranteed they was all going to be there. So I sort of took a chance. So Wood hit me. He was like, here's an opportunity. I want you to come out and do this, blah, blah, blah. I was like, cool. I was beside myself happy about it.
Right.
Because we had talked about it for a minute. And
what's a white word? Come on, white word. I'm sorry.
Yeah, white word.
Beside yourself happy, dearie. A word that explains excitement. You're just over the top. What would a white man say?
Oh shit, I would say amped up, but that's a black word.
Amped up?
Elated. Oh,
You
we
guys
got me
sound
on that
so
one.
ignorant.
What?
Amped up is not a black word.
Amped up is not a black
Amped
word?
might be a white guy thing.
No,
like I'm
Amped
amped.
is a white guy?
I got it. Fucking pumped.
Y'all-
Pumped.
Yeah, you were pumped.
I was pumped.
But you can't just say pump. You got to do this with a pump. You were fucking pumped.
Yeah, you add fucking to it. It also helps. Too.
Yeah,
I was fucking pumped.
Go ahead. You were pumped.
All right, so I was fucking pumped.
Right.
But there was no guarantees, right? So I booked a ticket to fly from LA to New York.
Right.
Got myself a nice little hotel room. Was like, fingers crossed, I hope this shit happens. And I really didn't know if it was going to happen,
Right.
honestly. Even though it was for them.
Right.
So I roll up into Shaolin Sunday night. Like, they're at this old theater.
They was all in one room. Was they wooed up the rooms?
Staten.
Who had Meth had it smoked out. It was smoked out, right?
They was 100%.
Method Man would refuse to go to fucking Dubai because he couldn't bring weed.
Yeah.
Nigga, the niggas, yo.
They was waiting. So
Yep.
they couldn't smoke until they were wrapped. And so all the Showtime people are all like, just 5 more minutes.
Showtime told them niggas they couldn't smoke.
They weren't. There was nobody could smoke until
I think
they was
RZA
done.
told him that. I don't think Showtime would have. That don't make sense to me.
Well, they just didn't want it in the, whatever. But
I don't care.
It smelled. Please
This is what I'm saying.
believe that
I-
nobody was listening to that shit.
I'm telling you, when you get into these places, you have to put these niggas about to come up in here factor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, I know you gotta establish, because I've been around niggas. I've been around motherfuckers that will pull them cigars out in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle smoked the cigarette at the Mark Twain Award. You know what I'm saying? Like, wherever you see Dave, it just became the smoking section. So it's just kind of hard for me to believe that Showtime be like, hey, Wu-Tang guys, if you're, go outside. I may be wrong. I think it might have been maybe somebody saying, let's have a clear head and keep it straight. But go ahead.
Yeah, no.
Well, I'm interested in your process. So when all of that is going on, what is your process as a photographer?
Yeah, I mean, the process here was that RZA wanted it shot on white because they wanted to drop in different backgrounds.
RZA fuck white bitches. Look at them glasses, son.
Yo, RZA is.
He giving up R. Kelly in that shot, son.
Yeah, RZA is. It was really funny. So all the dudes would come up, and I did individuals of everybody, and we were sort of waiting for everybody to gather, which was kind of this amazing thing because like when they just start standing around, there's energy there.
Right.
You know, I mean that's fucking Wu-Tang, right? So
Right.
everybody's waiting. Here comes Bobby. As soon as Bobby walks in the room, everybody was on point.
Really?
Yeah.
He still gets that respect?
No, he is the glue. He's the
Right.
Abbott. He
I
is
know.
the teacher.
I understand that.
Yeah, man. It's
Listen,
amazing.
I understand that. But even with that said, if you think about like people and together as like, even with that said, it's always a couple like, oh man. And for you to say that he still gets that respect.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
I had a sketch group years ago, and our sketch group was dope as shit, right? And I had that, and I was only like 6 months into it. Like, of course, people knew that it was my thing, but they still was like, whatever. So that's just interesting to know that through everything they've been through, whatever, they still look at him like this is the man.
Oh, yeah. No
That's
doubt.
dope.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as RZA walks in, everybody sort of got their shit together. You know?
Did he
So-
float in? Do he come in like with some like kung fu? The nigga no pressure points.
No, he did. It floated in, and there was like a light above him the whole time.
Right.
Yeah, it was crazy. He started spouting off some Taoism.
So was this show, this Oh, so this was just the shoot for the show. It wasn't like
this wasn't even for Showtime. This was just the idea that we knew they were all going to be in one place.
Right.
They needed press photos for the anniversary tour.
Right.
And then it also turned into like a Woo Wear shoot at the same time. So shout out to
Woo
Woo Wear.
Oh.
Shout out to Woo Wear. Shout out to Power. They were all all of a sudden.
Told you them niggas know how to make money, nigga. Look, that's Woo Wear, nigga. That ain't Gucci, that's Woo Wear. Who wear it? Woos.
Who wears it?
That's dope. So
they needed pictures, and so we just came in and knocked it out. But when Bobby walked in, when RZA walked in, it was like everybody tightened up. He walked on set and was like,
was a nigga eating broccoli or something?
let's go. No, but there's people playing chess and shit around. Like,
what was that nigga eating? Because he say he a vegan. What, did he have a carrot in his mouth?
He might have had a smoothie in his pocket. I ain't really.
Smoothie, some spinach or some shit like that.
Yeah, he's healthy.
Tofu, yeah, but he's living a healthy life.
Yeah,
Yep.
so he come in and we knocked out some stuff by himself, and he set the tone because he's great in front of the camera.
Right.
So we knocked out some amazing shots, and then like this image here, like so then he's here. They start throwing on hoodies, and then Ghost and Meth walk in.
So this photo right here is the same day of doing this.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. All the stuff on the white is the same.
Right.
But that's when it turned into a Woo Wear shoot, and they just start throwing hoodies on and stuff like that. And it's hard because these dudes have been doing it for a long time, and they don't love having a picture taken.
Yeah,
so
I know.
had
They
to,
right.
you know,
get them into it,
yeah.
especially with the thing like, okay, pose like, because I know like the guy that travels with Lenny Kravitz,
Yeah.
I'm my man Matthew, Candyman on Instagram. They don't like to take like, hey,
Nah.
it's like this, just be a fly on a wall.
Yeah, no, I mean these are people they've been Wu-Tang for 25 plus years.
Right.
They know what to fucking do. I didn't have to tell them anything. They come in and I just be like, hey, what's up? I'm Kyle. Like, let's go. Like, as soon as I bring my camera up, they start moving, and then we work together.
Soon
they do
as you
something
say
I
your
like.
name is Kyle, they trust you.
Yeah,
Kyle is the most white, trustful name you can have.
ever.
Hey, Kyle, come over and give me a hand. Hey, Kyle, do you got an SD 459 card? Like, you probably got all type of equipment. So this was one day. This was just an impromptu. You like, oh shit, they're gonna be there.
Yeah, that was Staten Island. That was for the press
shot.
tour. That was the portraits. And then from there, basically, I met their people. I met like one of the managers that kind of oversees all the group stuff, Tyree.
Tyree sounds so much like a black name that look over all the stuff. Tyree.
Yeah.
Tyree got a white girl. Tyree got a white girl too. Stop playing, bro. Sharif, Khalif, all them dudes. They got that. Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Do you have any crazy Wu-Tang stories out of all the years filming them? Do you have anything that you want to share?
Crazy Wu-Tang stories. I mean, to be honest, they're grown men. Like, most of them want to just knock it out, get their money, do the dope show, kiss a couple cheeks, go back to the room, have a drink.
Kiss a couple what?
Just like,
cheeks?
Kiss, say what's up to the fans.
You said kiss a couple cheeks.
Kisses.
Baby.
Pause on cheeks, nigga. Ain't nobody, say nobody kissing no cheeks, son. No. So this right here, these are now going to the concert stuff you did. Where was this shot? This shit, you look at it, this is some people that have been in the game for over 25 years.
Yeah.
And you can just feel the energy. Where was this picture? Where was this one?
So that's in LA. That's here. That's at the Shrine Auditorium. The energy that RZA brings to the front of the stage is bananas.
You sound like, your voice, you sound like a professional. You sound like the voice that RZA talks to when he does the 36 Chambers thing.
Oh, word?
Yo, you got that calm, that voice like, and this is like, your voice is very serious, like, and this is the point right here. We were 330, like you just got that voice. So this was at
so that's the Shrine Auditorium here in LA. And right before then, so RZA loves to put champagne onto the crowd, right? So
spraying. What is that shit
spraying.
called?
That's different kind of spray and pray right there. No, but he had just laced the crowd with champagne and then tossed the bottle.
Who was that again? I'm sorry. Who was it? Who did it? Oh, RZA.
Yeah, RZA.
Right.
But no, his energy is amazing. I think RZA and Meth are the two that when they come to the front of the stage,
it's over.
It's a wrap, man.
Right.
Like their energy and their intensity is just crazy. But yeah, so that was here in LA, and
who be up there like they don't want to be there? Like, man, get this shit over with.
Man.
Somebody be like,
Honestly, we could parlay that into another picture. That's back here, but
go back to that picture. Who didn't want to be? Raekwon didn't want to be there.
Nah. Ray
was like,
Ray
yo,
is a
nigga,
god. He wants to be there. Deck is a god. He wants to be there. Everybody wants to be there.
Raekwon was like, nigga, I'm trying to smoke. Look, he looked like he wanted to smoke. It looked like he looked like, yo, nigga, did y'all order? What y'all order to eat?
Yeah, where the food at? Now, this picture is interesting as hell to me. First of all, I love it just because I'm standing on stage with the gods, and that POV is amazing because people don't get to see that. But and so I love that Jizzle's looking right at me when he's spitting those lyrics. That's amazing. But everybody's engaged and doing their own thing. But what happened in that picture is You God is sort of the outlier.
What do you mean by that?
I'm pretty sure You God has like an active lawsuit against RZA. Like, You God is
he got a.
Yeah, I think there's some lawsuits. Like, there's some bad blood. Current like shit.
Some woo suits.
Some woo suits.
And them niggas took that picture.
But
yo,
so what happened? So what happened here was You God.
Slow down. Wait a minute. Now I go back at that picture and look niggas like this. Yo, this picture's like, man, I'm about to sue the shit out of this woo. But go ahead. But
be like, this is my brother. I love him, but he owes me money.
But that's business. Business is business.
It's business.
Right.
You know, they got a lot of that.
Right.
In that picture, You God missed his lyric. He missed his spot, and he fucked up, and there was a blank, and then he sort of took a whatever the fuck attitude about it. So in that picture, you got Ray looking over at him like, what the fuck, man? You missed your lyric.
Right, nigga, how many times we did this?
And then you got Deck, who's picking him up. Deck and Ghost are picking him up right there with Master. And then you can barely see Meth, but Meth has a look on his face like, I'm about to come kick your ass right now.
Like, what the fuck is you doing, son?
What the fuck's the matter with you?
So they was everybody look like you had one job.
You got three lyrics to drop in this song, and you fucked up and messed up and didn't get it. But yeah, that was a fun little moment. You know, you got a lot of grown men doing this for a long time. There's a couple little beats.
The picture right there, Method Man, you can see why they think he's a superhero right now.
Yo, Meth. That picture, I love this picture so much. Like, Meth is the energy. When they play live, he is the one that comes forward. He is the one. He wants to shine. Some of those dudes, they just want to spit lyrics. They don't even need to walk to the front of the stage. But Meth is that dude. He's the charismatic guy. And so when he comes to the front of the stage, you know, that picture says everything. Like, Ghost is loving it so much. Ghost is like, yeah, son, get it. You know, and they're all supporting him. And Meth is the dude. Like, when he steps to the front, it's a wrap.
Yo, Ghost look like he be like, nigga, you know you about to bust your ass too.
Yeah, Ghost is like, careful, man, we ain't got no insurance. Like,
yo, Ghostface waist been a 34 for 10 years. He been wearing 48s forever, so that nigga gonna never tie skinny jeans.
Nah.
Yo, the day that, how funny, that would be funny as shit. Ghost with some skinny jeans, son, that would be fucking hilarious.
Well, how do you pick the photo? Like, when do you go through all your photos and you're like, this is the one?
That is the pain staking thing that happens, right? So like, let's just say from the LA show, I shoot probably about 1,500 pics. I'm gonna get that down to like a dozen, and that process is crazy. This frame here, I probably had about 4 frames that were in contention from the jump, but I wanted the highest point in the jump, and I love Ghost pointing at him, and so this is the one I went with. But the editing process is, oh man, it's the hardest part. I mean, there are times when I'll send something to one of my homeboys and be like, hey man, tell me which of these 3 frames you like best, because I've been staring at this shit for 2 hours and I just don't know.
I'm trying
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
Oh, you want to play your voicemail?
No, I want to play my voicemail. One of my friends that work really closely, I don't know if they're going to pick the phone up. I always give voicemail. People always give me voicemail.
Nobody answers the phone anymore.
Yes, they do.
You
Maybe.
Calling Bobby?
Nope. People never
has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
Give people a warning, Donnell. You can't
I did. I told him. I was with Angela Yee. I just was on a live with her an hour ago, and I told her I was going to call. Now the people don't want to pick up my fucking phone calls, and they call themselves my friends. That's not fucking fair. So when the concert is over with Wu-Tang, is it like, okay, everybody, like most professional athletes, when it's over, like ain't nobody hanging out? It's like everybody goes their different ways, and it's like they're gone. That's it.
Yes and no. We were in Atlanta, and it was a really cool moment. And unfortunately, I was.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Oh, she's back.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Donnell.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, Angela, listen, before you disrespect me, I'm doing my live podcast. It's not a live podcast, it's a recorded podcast, right?
Okay.
So we have Kyle Christy. He photographed Yee-Tang Clan some years ago. Wu-Tang Clan some years ago. And he's got this one picture of all of them together. They haven't been together like that in a while. And I told people I got big time celebrities that not just know of the Wu, but had Wu relationships. And I know back in the day, you used to manage GZA.
Well, yes. My first job out of college was working for Wu-Tang, and I interned there when I was in college.
Wait a minute, Yee.
A Wu-turn.
Wait a minute. Let me talk, son. Let me talk. So your first job out of college, you was working with Wu-Tang.
Yes.
And where were they in their career? Were they just starting? Was 36 Chambers, like where was it? Was they already popping, or it was like they was bubbling up?
No, I did not graduate from college when 36 Chambers was out. This is when Wu-Tang Forever was out.
Okay, Yee, all right. We already know you disrespect me, all right? You know what I was trying to say, okay? You know what I was trying to say. So you come straight out of college and you working for Wu-Tang.
Yes.
In what capacity?
I was assistant to the CEO. That was Divine.
Oh, that sounded like somebody was getting that pussy up. No, I'm joking, Yee. I'm joking. I know your pussy ain't. I mean, I know you keep saying my dick trash. That's why I said that. It was a joke, okay?
That's a terrible joke, Donnell.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
We can close a lot of doors for you now.
All right. Well, we're closed. It's all about being my truth and giving people options. So you're fresh out of college. You work for Wu-Tang, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you go from working on Wu-Tang to managing GZA?
So I worked for Wu-Tang, and when I left there, I went to go work for D'Angelo at Virgin Records.
God, that nigga got all the pussy too. Damn.
Shut up.
Go ahead.
And so anyway, you're so immature. Anyway, it just shows what your type of relationships are, and I know nobody was hiring you with that trash dick.
Oh, go continue. Moving on.
I did still help out the guys a lot, and how it really happened working for GZA, he was supposed to go on tour, and the person that was managing him at the time, he could not leave the country.
Uh-huh.
And so it was a last minute thing.
House arrest, niggas going to jail. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So because he didn't know who could come and who could get a passport to leave, he asked me, and at the last minute, I ended up having to rush to get my passport, and then after that, I was just basically his manager.
So you went on tour with Wu-Tang?
I did all that.
Oh my God! How was it? How was it being a part of that in that process when, like, back then, this was the time we talking about, this when Method Man was okay, this was the question we had. Who you say probably got the most, was getting the most ass out the group? Method Man, right?
Yeah, Method Man was the most popular one back then.
And popular one. She didn't want to ask. You so politically correct. No, who was fucking these bitches? Okay, no.
But I will say this, he was, I remember being at shows backstage and girls would be following him, and he really was not paying that any attention. He was actually very nice. Oh, but I remember one girl, he had to hide in the bathroom.
He hit a bitch in the bathroom.
He had to hide in the bathroom because she wouldn't leave, and she was just following him. And then he was like, "I'm going to take a shit," and she was like, "Okay, I'll wait."
Man, it was Method Man, Ghostface probably running. Method Man, Ghost, and RZA got the. I know they got the most play.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I think the guys they weren't really on it like that. To be honest, backstage, first of all, RZA, those guys, Master Killer, they were just playing chess the whole time.
They weren't smart niggas, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
They would have these long chess tournaments. It wasn't even like that.
Oh, damn, that ain't one to hear. I wanted to hear them niggas.
And then there was so many people all the time, especially if we were in New York, it would be so packed. It wasn't even, it was like a party, so.
So you never heard nobody go to the bathroom it's quiet. Somebody like tiptoeing, and then in the interview, you heard Wu-Tang Clan.
It'd probably be the entourage. It'd probably be the entourage because their entourage was so big.
Yeah, it's always the Wu-E niggas. It's always the ones that are Wu-ish. Those the ones that be getting the most ass out of everybody. Hey, you work closely with them, right? And I know this. Now I don't know this kind of question, but was there ever like female woos, like did they ever have any proteges on the female side of they bought?
Yeah, they had Takitha was signed to them.
Who?
Takitha was her name.
Takitha?
I
don't know. It sounds wooish.
They had another woman, Blue Raspberry, that was down with them. I'm trying to think of who else. I'm gonna forget, and I don't want to forget anybody. But yeah, they had a couple. I mean, it was very male dominated, though. You know, they had Killer Army, Sons of Man. RZA had Grave Diggers. Then everybody had their people. There was Street Life. There was, you know, Capadonna wasn't one of the 9 members, so Capadonna.
Go ahead. When you were coming out of school, was that like when you were very young then? Did you feel as if that was the greatest job ever?
You know, interestingly enough, when I was in college and I was asked to intern there, I didn't want to do it because I was like, I don't know about these guys. I don't want to be around that. It just seemed like it would be too much.
Right.
But when I actually started working there, it was way different than I thought it would be. They're so protective and they're very family oriented. Right. So everybody's kind of family. Like it's somebody's cousin's a receptionist, you know, Method Man's sister works in the office. Right. This person's cousin does market. It's like everything was family. So it just felt like a really good place to be. So, you know, and they gave me a lot of freedom to learn and do things.
That sounds like me on a goddamn Chappelle show.
Yeah, I actually booked Jizza for the Chappelle show. He was on the first ever episode.
Oh, that's so fuck. I didn't even know I was going to fuck with you. Well, we was fucking with each other close around that time, weren't we? Yeah, we were, weren't we?
Yeah, we knew each other. And I had him on the Chappelle show. I was actually on the episode too, sitting right next to Dave.
Which one?
It's his very first episode.
Oh,
in the studio.
All right, nobody want to care about your little acting job. All right, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So, yo, and with that said, people want to know.
I heard I got paid for it to do that episode.
You probably did get paid. I was broke, bitch. Yo, I wasn't making no money off that Chappelle show, but they was starting to know me. So how did that know? Because a lot of people, I don't know if people know your complete story, but how did you go? What was the trend? Like, what was it? I know you didn't get fired. I know you didn't get fired. Right. So what was it? There was another move or a bigger move. So what happened when that relationship was kind of dead?
So what happened was I got another job offer, and it was a friend of mine who at the time he was working for MTV. And you know what? You know, he was really good friends with Artie Fuqua.
I know Artie Fuqua. Yep.
Yeah. So my friend Fred Jordan, who he's passed away now, but Fred Jordan, I was his intern one summer, and he was like, "Look."
Fred the God? Fred the Godson?
No, his name is Fred Jordan.
Oh, this is what I want to ask you. Don't let me get distracted. At your last birthday, was Fred the Godson at your party?
No, he wasn't at the last one, no.
Okay, go ahead with your story. I'm sorry.
So he actually used to be like, come on, Angela, I want to get you in some other shit. And he was real cool with D'Angelo's manager at the time. So he was like, look, there's an opening. They're starting a new label. And they want you to be the general manager. And look, they offered me a lot more money than I was making. And
you said I'm about to be rich, bitch. I'm out of here. Yo, she made a Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with move. You was like, this Wu shit is good, but they got some woo money over there.
Cash rules everything around her.
And it felt like, you know, it felt like a big position, but
so they were supportive. They was supportive then, right?
Yeah, we was always still cool after that. As a matter of fact, Divine was really disappointed. I remember going to talk to him about it, and I was like, I wanted to talk to you. And he was like, oh, I just want to say, he was like, you're doing a great job. Somebody just called me, was just saying how pleasant you are to work with. And I felt so bad, because then I was like, okay, well.
So you've been perfect your whole fucking career. You've never been fired from a job.
I've been twice. Actually, I've been once fired, once laid off.
Well, okay.
Laid off is like getting fired, though. It's the same thing.
Laid off is, yeah. But what was the reason? Because I cannot see a reason for you to be fired from anything.
Well, the actual job that I left, unfortunately, to go to for D'Angelo.
Fan page only. Fan page only. Okay, so. Okay.
It's only fans, stupid.
Okay, sorry.
So when I actually went to that job, I got fired because my boss tried to sleep with me and I didn't do it, and then he fired me.
What year was this?
Well, this was right after my Wu-Tang job. So.
Man, wasn't no Me Too out there. You should have let him hit that.
Shut up, I didn't want to.
You mean you had integrity? You supposed to let him hit that. You could have been.
First of all, he was disgusting.
He was disgusting? See,
yeah.
She didn't say, oh, no, she said he was disgusting. We know about them tramp motherfuckers. And you know who them niggas are? They always want, they be in Italy. Girls be taking a picture in Italy. He looked like that disgusting dude. So, yo, Yee, you want to go back and meet to him? We can get some money.
Well, he's dead now.
Oh, I ain't even gonna put the 1 and 2 together because there's been a lot of RIPs lately. I'll just leave it at that. God damn it. That's what people don't know, that you were a champion and you got fired and you never said nothing.
You know, I did talk about it, like, you know, at the time, but I didn't feel like I could really do anything. Like, what was I going to do? I was a kid. I didn't have a lot of money. I couldn't really hire a lawyer. I don't think people really
You know what, Yee, what you're saying right now is everything that I support about the Me Too movement and what it needs to stand for. Like, you know, my platforms are always funny, blah, 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 blah. But what you said is what a lot of women deal with. And it's what you said is so crystal clear of what a lot of women deal with. And the thing that I appreciate mostly about the Me Too movement is it's putting pressure on motherfuckers to not be stupid and do dumb shit. You know? Right. Because there are a lot of Yees out there that, like, in that moment in your life, you had to think of a lot of things. You had to think of your morals, your integrity, your future, and everything. And in that moment, you didn't choose to put it on a nigga. Did they give you money when you left?
Yeah, you know, I think it was a lot for me back then. And I was fortunate because that same day I went out and got another job. So,
Cape jobs. You sure you ain't got no Jamaican in you? You got another
I've always been a hustler. Listen,
I know you always.
One thing I will tell you is I will stay with something going on, some type of stream of income coming in somehow. I know you got your OnlyFans, but ain't nobody subscribed to me, and you won't even subscribe to my shit.
You thought about you thought about subscribing, and when I told you I was going to actually strip, you was like delete. You was like unfollow. You unfollowed me and told all your little punk ass lip service girls to unfollow.
I would definitely have screenshotted that and put that in my story.
Yo, I got some good angles, nigga. I got a couple shots. You can go. I'll let you leak them.
You got to take your shots from underneath, though, to make things look bigger.
Oh, nigga, that is my angle. Yo, you know the angles. Wait a minute. Yo, Yee has had the eye of a photographer. She will just straight dismiss that nigga. Get out of here, nigga. Let's go over top, nigga. Aerial view. You just said underneath. That is funny as a motherfucker. But the history I know, whenever I share the story about you and our relationship, it's like I don't know if people, and I may be wrong. I don't think you ever had aspirations to be a radio personality. Am I correct by saying it? It just happened?
Yeah, you're correct. You know how we really know each other? It's through, like, Mark Theobald.
I know that. Told you this bitch didn't even want to do radio. I meant that in the most queen way. You know I respect you, but I tell people all the time, how is she, blah, blah. I'm like this. She didn't even want to do this shit. It's the truth.
Fall into place.
It just, what was it? Okay, me, you, Mark Theobald, and I remember you used to do product placement. You used to give motherfuckers clothes to wear.
Yeah, I used to do clothes. But, you know, I actually used to help put together and promote this comedy night at Boston Comedy Club with D. Edwards, Mark Theobald, and Todd Lynn.
That wasn't nigga night, was it?
It was empty night. It wasn't really a lot of people coming.
Okay, all right. Go ahead. I remember all the RIP Todd Lynn.
To Todd Lynn.
Yeah.
Right. So I actually helped put that together with them, and then that's how I actually ended up meeting you.
So when was it, Yee? This is a tough question.
I think you was performing like in 2 Steps Down or something.
Probably
Remember that?
When was it? I do remember that. That was you two steps. It was right on, like in Clinton Hills. I used to live right around the corner. When was the moment that you fell in love with me, Yee? What was that? What was it? What was that moment? When
I
you
think
said
it was when I beat you at ping pong.
No, that was way before. That's not what I'm asking you, Yee. When was that?
What?
When was that moment that you said, "If I can't have him, ain't nobody gonna have him"? When was that? What was that moment?
I think that I've always kind of just felt bad for you.
Pity love.
Yo, I'll take it any kind of way. Sympathy, like, oh, I'll take this. That's how I get it. Oh, I feel sorry for his skinny, big head ass. But you,
I always felt bad. I was like, man, I feel so bad for Donnell, man. Let me just befriend him.
No, you did. I will have to share this story. I forgot Angela Yee, last name Asia Yee, right? So when I was in the Air Force, I used to love playing ping pong. I used to play with the Korean dudes over there. And I don't know, how did I even bring the conversation up? Where did I say, I'm going to challenge you to a ping pong game? I don't know where
we were hosting the online hip hop award.
Yeah, I remember that, but I'm just trying to figure out what gave me the nerve to say.
I don't know.
Yo,
afterwards, you were like, son, you ever played ping pong?
I was talking shit. I didn't do no. I was talking shit, right? And then she was like, "Sure, Donnell." And I swear to God, man, she beat the shit out of me, son. Yo, she beat the shit out of me. I think she had heels on.
I had on heels. I sure did.
I had some, what was the name of these shoes? I was so proud of these dress shoes.
You had some clogs.
I ain't had no goddamn clogs on. I ain't had no goddamn, I said, Alexander Manil. I don't know. God damn it. I can't remember, but I had these. They was hard bottoms. Yo, let me tell you something, man. An Asian person's serve will fucking almost pop your kneecap, son. She was doing some special spin shit on that shit, son. And she had a drink in one hand. No, she didn't have it in her hand. She would go take a sip, come back, whack, whack, whack. Beat the shit out of me. She was like, Donnell, you remember, motherfucker, I'm half Asian, nigga. And
Donnell was going crazy. He was running like he was playing tennis.
I wanted to win. Fuck everything. I know she said it was serious to me. You know I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive, and I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my stuff. So, and I know you got things to do. So, from where did you get the Shade 45? That was the first on-air radio job you had, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was, you know what? It all is connected to Wu-Tang because when I worked for
know
Wu-Tang,
why, Angela Yee? Because Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Go ahead.
Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah. So, when I was working for them, we had this thing called Park Hill Day. It was like a event they did every year. It was a block party. It was a give back. Like Wu-Tang would come out at Park Hill in Staten Island, and they would put on a concert. Everything was free. They had like all kinds of health booths and games and stuff set up for the kids. Uh-huh. And so I had Eminem come out one year and perform at it. And this is before he was signed to Dr. Dre and everything.
He was with Rosenberg? Not Rosenberg. Was he with
Yeah, he was. He was with Paul Rosenberg. And I had seen Eminem perform at Lyricist Lounge at these competitions they would have in the city. So I was like, yo, he's dope. I'm going to have him come and open. And it was a big deal for Eminem at the time. So he came, he performed, and they loved him. They were like, yo, that kid is dope, whatever. And then after that, Paul and I were always cool because Paul's Eminem's manager. So we were just cool after that.
I interviewed them before. I'm sorry, I just got it because I used to interview. I interviewed Eminem in D12 years ago. It was so funny. This was when I was over at Hot 97, and they didn't want nobody. They only let me do the interview. That was it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they only let me.
They must have really liked you.
Yeah, I went on set. The last album D12 did, I went on set with them, and I was so proud. I gave motherfucking Eminem a poster of Ashley Larry. I said, I was so happy, but they was always dope. But go ahead. So then that happened.
Yeah. So anyway, after that, and I would give Eminem clothes. So like you said, I would give people clothes. I was doing product placement. So this was before he was really on like that. So I was always sending him clothes, and they just appreciated that. And so when I had the opportunity to go work with them, Paul used to always be like, yo, at some point we're going to work together on something. And so first I worked for Eminem's clothing line. And I actually, at the Chappelle Show premiere for the first ever season, that's where I saw Paul Rosenberg. He was there. And that's where he actually offered me the job to come work for the clothing line.
And whenever you saw Paul Rosenberg, Eminem was somewhere. You just knew it.
No, because he didn't used to be. Eminem's never really been in New York like that.
Right.
He likes to be in Detroit. So, and Paul was here, you know. So, after that, I ended up working at the radio station at Shade 45 because I wanted to do marketing, and Paul was like, "Yo, let's just try you on the air."
And you had no experience.
Nope, no experience.
That was so dope because when I first found out you had that job, I'm like, how the fuck is she on the radio?
You was hating, right?
No, I wasn't hating. I love you. I was like this.
That sound like
No.
Listen,
I was
a lot of people hated.
No, I wasn't hating on you. Yeah, I was like this. I know. I was like, if she on the radio, I know I can get on the radio.
Right.
But no, it was just. It
took you a while.
It took me a while because it was so out of, like, you've never had, it's one thing for someone to have that conversation, like, I'm doing this job, but this is what my goal, this is what I want. It was like something that came out of nowhere. It was never like, fuck this, I want to do radio. So it was definitely surprising for me to know that's what you were doing. And then, like, I was like, then what's her angle? Who is she? Is she gossipy or whatever? But then when I started listening to it and tuning, I was like, she just, Angela Yee, she just a dope chick. And then you had that situation, which someone that never aspired to do something, people to be content with that. And then you had another opportunity. How did that, what, you had to leave again? You stay leaving niggas for them to come up. She's like, this, fuck that nigga, I'm out of here. So when did you tell fucking Shade 45 to get these nuts?
Well, you know what? I had gotten numerous job offers. I got a job offer at Hot 97, you know, first.
Right.
And then I got one in Philly, one in Atlanta, and then New York came. And so, obviously, New York's the #1 market. So that was the one that I really wanted when they gave me that opportunity. So, and listen, I did things the right way. Before I told the people at Sirius,
you did things the right thing. You didn't fuck nobody to get to the top.
I definitely did it.
But you know some bitches that do that. What's their names? What's their names? Nah, you keep it to yourself, I'll call you. Go ahead.
You know what's funny though? That you say that because when I first started working at Sirius, you see how you hated on me getting radio jobs? A lot of people were like, who did she fuck to get this job? And even one of my bosses at Sirius way later told me that he was like, she had to have slept with somebody. I don't even know why this chick ain't never did radio.
I thought so too, but I couldn't figure out who it was.
If he admitted it, he would have did it too.
What? What'd you say? Oh, I know. I would have. If I was in a position of power, I would have been charged right now.
No, you would have slept with somebody to get the job.
What's her name?
Don't
try to switch it up. Don't try to switch it up and pull a Terry Crews on me. Don't try to pull no Terry. You try to. I'm wide awake. You can't get me with that homo shit. Try that on the other platform. Okay.
So anyway, people really did say that about me, and it was bad because it was people that knew me. So I was like, damn.
But you know what?
There wasn't really nobody there to speak with. I
know, but I'm telling you, like, everybody think, oh shit, that's how dumb men think at times, right? And I was like, damn, I used to see you in these spots, but then as motherfuckers, I've never known you to have a reputation. You know what I'm saying? Like, only thing
I just be minding my business, man.
I know, but I know one thing, I ain't trying to drink with you. I know you put a nigga down. You would run punch a nigga into getting on a motorcycle and driving across the Brooklyn and drive across
on a bicycle, not a motorcycle.
It was a scooter. It was a gangster ass Vespa. You know what a Vespa is? 125 powered CCs. That's a Harley where I came from.
That's considered a motorcycle, right?
That's a Harley where I consider it. So that would happen. And then, did you ever anticipate that? Because this was all new. Because I remember I was at the Breakfast Club doing a morning show. Did you ever anticipate that this new endeavor, putting some people together that you don't know if they're going to fit, but they could be this person, they could be. Did you ever think that it would get to the point where it's like a part of pop culture, where it's like, and I know this personally, even though I don't fuck with fuckboy, we brothers or whatever, but I know the effect of the Breakfast Club because wherever I go, it don't matter where I go. I could be in France. The guy, why you let them disrespect you on everywhere I go, and I've done a lot of things. They always tell me, yo, they be fucking with you in the Breakfast Club. Yo, I love you in the Breakfast Club. But did you ever feel like that you was to be a part of a platform that pretty much makes history?
I would say you would never anticipate that happening. If you planned it, it probably wouldn't happen.
Right.
You know, so it just. I never thought it would be this big of a deal. I never even thought we'd be in this many markets or that it would last for 10 years, you know, and counting so far. So I would say definitely not. And even when you first were coming on the Breakfast Club, that's when you were in love with August Alsina, remember?
I wasn't in love with no motherfucking August. I liked his shit. Who said they was in love with him? I can't. I showed emotions towards.
But Donnell, you didn't just like it; you loved it.
Yo, I did not.
I loved it.
And I love this shit, and I'm gonna keep on. You right. You know what? I gotta tell you, I ain't love him. I fucked with him. He seemed like he was a second coming.
Donnell, one time, listen, August had a listening party.
Shut up.
Donnell flew into town to come to the party.
Hey, Yee, I swear, Yee, I swear, I never wanted to tell anybody this story, but I'm gonna keep it real. I was a huge August Alsina. I told you, I did fly into town. I did. I was like, oh shit, yo, shut up, man. I said, oh shit, son. I was like, I get to meet him, right? I was like, it wasn't him. It was his music. He was just gritty. He reminded me of Light Jennings, whatever. I liked the boy. I ain't had no crush on him like that. So I flew into town. Right, I flew myself in. What type of hoe I am?
Fanboy.
What type of basic nigga I am? I'm so basic.
He flew middle seat coat.
I said middle seat coat in the back with the headpiece don't even go back. That's how much a hoe I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm so basic. Right, I flew in, and then when I did fly in, I even went to the club. I was like, and then he was all on the mic. Talking, singing and shit, and I was like, yo, he looked at me like, who that nigga? I'm like, really, nigga? I'm your #1 fan. And I never told anybody this story. He did his shit. He was like, oh shit. And you know, I was excited. I was like, I wasn't like, ah.
You were.
No, I wasn't. I was like, I see you, nigga. All right, whatever. Whatever. The first time I got introduced to his music, I was in Miami at a pizza shop, 3 o'clock in the morning, fucked up. And I loved this shit came. I'm like, who is this nigga? And my youngins told me, you don't know that's August Alsina. I didn't know who he was. So I listened to his shit. His shit is powerful as shit. So I'm at this party that Angela Yee invited me to. She said, I'm going to pay you if you show up, right? And he did his shit. Then he went over to like a VIP section and shit, right? I still ain't really get the love I needed, right? So they had a little sofa area. I forget the name of this club. They had a little sofa area. So he trying to stand up so people could see him. And I'm over there trying to say, what up? And when he stood up on the couch, the nigga, I swear, I never told anybody this story. The nigga slipped and fell, and I caught the nigga. Hey, yo! Hey, yo! Hey, yo! Hey, yo!
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I swear to God, I felt like a bitch ass nigga, yeah. I caught that nigga. That nigga said, I said, got you. Yo, I caught this nigga, son. I threw him back up because I was like, hold up, no homo, nigga. I swear to God.
You thought you ain't pushing?
Yo, I was like this. I was like, this shit too much. I said, I just caught this nigga.
How come no one else seen that?
Yo, my man 40, he know not to tell nobody that story. 40 would say word to mother. He caught that nigga that day, son. Yo, I told 40, whatever you do, don't ever tell no nigga. Don't ever tell nobody I caught August Alsina. I ain't want him to hurt himself, son. I caught that nigga, son. I caught that nigga, son. I did like this. That nigga started stumbling. I said, oh. Yo, and I felt gay. I had him too long, right? I said, yo, nigga, get your bitch ass back up, nigga. I ain't catching you no more, nigga. I swear, I was fucking with August like that. And that, you know what? I was a big fan. I remember he was supposed to be doing a show in London, England, right, nigga? I found out.
I know you didn't fly to London.
No, I tried to surprise him. I was like this, son. This is how much of a basic nigga I was, right? I said, oh, I ain't even gonna let him know I'm coming. I like this all the way. I was like this all the way in London. He gonna be surprised to see me, right? I'm not making this. This is my life. This is my life.
How were you gonna even see him in London?
Cause nigga, I was in London. He was in London. How many niggas be in London?
But how did you have his number?
I ain't have his number. Right? I tried to call you. I called somebody. Didn't I call you?
You might have. I might have.
Yeah, I called you and I said, I ain't tripping off this nigga, but I'm in London. I know she gonna talk shit to me, right? So how you gonna ask? You can't just ask for another nigga number. Like, yo, you got his math, right? You gotta ask like Wu-Tang, yo, God.
And August would have definitely said no.
No, he wouldn't. He fuck with me, son. Don't do that, Yee. Don't do that. Don't do
he
that.
was like, yo, is he on some weird shit?
No, he
I
ain't
was
no.
like-
Is that nigga some weird shit? See how he dressed, nigga? You worried about me? I'm worried about you. Don't Selena me.
No, I'm kidding. He didn't say that.
I know he didn't
See,
say
you
that.
got
No, but Yee, I'm telling you, this is a true story, Yee. So I'm in London, right? I was doing a show with, I don't know who I was, maybe working with Dave. And I was like, I was like this. Oh, shit, I was like this. And after I'll be looking at this schedule. I was like, I said this is what I said. I said, we gonna be in London at the same time?
Like a coincidence.
I was like this. I ain't even gonna say nothing. I kept saying I'm gonna surprise him. I'm in motherfucking London, right? And I'm in there like, it feel like one of them fake ass shows. You know how promoters say they got them? They buy the tickets, then they joke. I'm like, oh, this nigga, I'm a bitch, nigga. I went to a spot, he ain't gonna even be here. I'm walking around.
all the way to London?
I flew, no, I ain't fly all the way to London. I was in London. I'm a passport nigga, right? And I kept on, the funny thing is, I kept going to the DJ, right? I kept saying, you think he gonna come? The nigga ain't never show up, man.
No.
But I love that dude. I love that youngin', man. And I'll tell you, this is the reason why. Like, I was introducing him. I didn't know who he was. I know he was coming up. But, you know, one of my favorite artists is Life Jennings, right? And then, this was what the connection was. And he reminded me so much of Life Jennings. Have a gritty story that's, like, honest. And then come to find out, I saw another video where August, when he first started, one of the things that got him popping was he did a cover of Life Jennings' song. I love this shit. No, Must Be Nice. He did it, and I was like, and then I understood what the connection was. You know, had I not that connection, I would have never caught the nigga.
You would have caught him still.
I wouldn't have caught him. I wouldn't have caught him.
You wouldn't let nobody fall.
But it was just so ironic. I'm like, damn, this gonna fit. Like, I was just like, Yee gonna tear my ass up with this shit. But I say all of that, and it was important for me, and I know you're famous and all that type of shit, but for my fans to get an understanding of where our relationship was, where we started, and where we are, and possibly what could be the future of our relationship. But I've said it a million times before, man. I'm so proud of you, man. Even though you dissed me and you dogged me and you got the streets, you done fucked up my whole fans only page. I ain't gonna get no subscribers. I really love you.
Only fan.
Only fan. That's what I only got one. I got one fan. I got
Who
one
followed
fan.
it? Who's that person?
Nobody. One time, and this episode was all about. I'm gonna close it up. Kyle, thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you for coming with them corny ass Wu-Tang stories you had.
Yeah.
Nah, you had some good stories, man. We got to be able to put all this together.
Yeah.
Thank Javanta. Thank Deary, Julius. And is there one Wu-Tang story you could leave us with?
You talking to me?
Yes, you.
Oh my God, let me think of one.
Wait a minute, what are you thinking?
Hey, I tell an old dirty bastard
All right,
story.
wait a minute. That's right, Angela. You didn't know this is part of the show. When I hear this, I do corny commercials. You were a woman that did not succumb to the Me Too movement. You said, put your corny dick in your pants, nigga, but I'm still gonna get another job. You said, you know what? I'm gonna have a job. People think I'm done. I got another job. They're gonna think this is over. I could just be settled right now and call it quits. I get another fucking job. I beat the shit out of Donnell in a game of ping pong, which should be expected because she's half Asian. She's promoted my dick as being trash. Doesn't really matter because not even use it right now. She worked with the Wu-Tang at the beginning of her career. She has stories that you would pay to listen to and hear. She doesn't share. What was a very interesting and weird chain of events or story when you were connected with Wu-Tang?
I think some of the best stories are with Old Dirty Bastard.
Of course! Give me.
And so one time we had a meeting And, you never would think that he would show up for something, but
No,
I had a
nigga.
meeting. I think it was with Sprint or something like that. And so I was with the guy who did marketing, and Dirty actually met up with us, and we left to go to the building. We actually got to the building, walked inside, and I was like, I can't believe Dirty's really coming to this meeting, because he
Nigga
never
will never
really
show
would
up.
show up for stuff.
Right.
Then he met a woman in the lobby and left.
Y'all, nigga, that's who I am in the Wu-Tang Clan. Yo, I'm telling you, I would have been Yee. You were close to them. You were there when they were giving people names where it wasn't even real Woos. It was bitch-ass Woos. It was fake-ass Woos. Nigga, you ain't even a Woo. If I was a Woo and you had to give me a Woo name, what would my Woo name be?
Little Dick Bastard.
Yo, man. That shit, man.
Bong bong.
Yo, go to my OnlyFans page. Y'all gonna stop playing with me.
Bong bong.
Yo, you're so disrespectful. I love you. That's gonna end. That's gonna be the end of this podcast. We're at our 24th episode. We want to thank Cal one more time. We want to thank my sister Angela Lee. I love her. I'm gonna have to smash one of her friends so she'll know what I'm working with. You pick them out, take them down. This is the Donnell Rawlings Show. Thank you for your reviews. Javant, I'm sorry I didn't get to talk a lot, but guess what? Yee-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Good night, everybody. And that's a fucking show.
I love your podcast. I love everything that you be doing. I love the Chappelle Show. I love you on Joe Rogan with some RZA and shit, man. Wu-Tang for life. Shit, I'm 34 years old. I know all about the Wu-Tang, man. I grew up with that shit. I love the Wu-Tang. They're one of my favorite groups ever. Like, don't believe me, ask any one of my friends. Wu-Tang for life. Man, the RZA, Jizza, Old Dirty Bastard, Method Man, Red Man, all them motherfuckers. That is shit. And then the Man with the Iron Fist movie was just even more the shit. Like, I don't know, man. Wu-Tang runs in my blood. That'll be my shit forever.